What is up, everybody? This is Trent with SoundLink Magazine here at Ground Zero with, once again, Enterprise Earth. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Awesome. So, no stranger. We don't even... You're Dan. You do vocals, so we don't have to do all that typical stuff. But the third time we've talked to you guys, the first time was a couple of years ago here, and then in Columbia on our podcast, and then now we're here again. So it's like 3 releases so far. So, and I kind of want to start there with that new album and stuff, because it seems like you guys seem to like release music faster than some bands would, you know. It's like, it seems like you guys have like 2 records and an EP out. So
yeah, a lot of bands will do like the 2-year thing, and I'm very impatient, so it's just like I'm already thinking about the next record now, you know what I mean, after Embodiment. And I think BJ is the same way. It's just like, all right, time to write another record, you know. And we work really fast, so usually it's like a couple months of writing and then we're done. We go track it. So
okay,
yeah.
So like around this time next year, you might have another one.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe
so
sooner,
interview number 4 then.
Yeah.
So yeah, so with the fast-paced writing and everything, you guys have seemed to, like, I guess, evolve musically as well in such a short span. So you know, a lot of times with, I guess, writing too quickly can like hinder maybe trying new things or experimenting a little bit. So how do you guys like continue to, like, I guess, push what you guys want to do and stuff while, you know, writing at that pace?
I think it's like me and BJ are kind of on the same page, as in the fact that like we never want to release the same record, and a lot of bands are like that too. It's like we already released that, so why keep releasing the same material? So we just kind of wanted to like stick to the same formula that we had with Patient Zero and our EP, but then just kind of expand on it and kind of make it more mature and refine it a little bit. But with new material, we actually have some new people in the band that also want to help contribute to writing, and I've been dabbling in other like vocal styles too. So the next record's actually going to be even more different than anything we've released so far. And kind of, I think our new stuff actually might make Embodiment, Patient Zero, and our EP sound very similar.
Oh, okay.
So we might get weird.
Yeah, you mentioned the members, and the next thing I was going to talk about is you guys have had like lineup changes since the EP and Patient Zero and stuff. So, you know, you talked about you and BJ writing and everything, but how has the lineup change kind of like, you know, not hinder, but like affected the way you guys write or anything?
No, because we kind of did the same thing for Patient Zero, Embodiment, and 23, where it's just like BJ kind of just wrote a lot of the instrumentation and then sent it over to me after it was like nearly finished, and then I would just have my way with it, you know. But with the new members that we're bringing on, they all write kind of like the similar way, you know, just like, you know, sending stems to each other and bouncing ideas off of each other. And so whatever new material we have after this is going to be a lot of more collaborating between other members and BJ. So that's going to be like the difference, I guess, in newer material.
Now you guys, I guess, get pinned with the whole like deathcore label. You know, that's, I guess, the closest genre to throw you guys in. Some bands like it, some bands don't like it. But I guess the talk of the last year or so are like the heavy bands going lighter, or adding clean vocals. You know, bands, you know, saying like, oh, this isn't a deathcore band anymore. So are you guys experimenting with the genre limits any, with, you know, maybe throwing in some cleans in the future, or are you guys sticking to like the heavy?
I can't promise it. All I can promise is that we're definitely going to get heavier, and at the same time possibly even kind of branch out and do other things too. Okay. Like I always wanted to implement clean singing, but it's never going to be implemented if it's not natural and it's not done right, you know. So it's not going to be. And then this deathcore thing too is I mean, a lot of bands, especially the ones that, you know, been around for so long, hate the label deathcore. Yeah. But I fully embrace it. Even if we do add other styles and things to it, I embrace deathcore. To me, it's like the new death metal, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's still like the ugly redheaded stepchild of metal. Okay.
Yeah. So after this tour and stuff, you know, you mentioned, you know, writing and everything. So you guys like got any more plans for the fall touring wise, or you guys got anything in the books that you can talk about?
I can't say anything yet because we're under contract to finish out this tour before we announce anything else. But we are doing something mid-October.
All right. Oh, you're talking about under contract. This literally popped in my head. The news broke when you probably watched this recently. It was actually a couple days ago when we were doing this. But Warner bought out Artery, which I believe Stay Sick is the an imprint of that. So does that affect you guys any at all, or how's that whole deal working?
Artery and Stay Sick aren't actually affiliated. Mike, who previously helped run Artery, moved over to Stay Sick, so they're not affected at all, pretty much.
Yeah, I was just seeing a lot of stuff about how like Artery, like Stay Sick was apparently an imprint that started under Artery that Franz helped start, whatever. And so like people were worried about all the Stay Sick bands getting sucked into the whole Warner deal and stuff. So
Go and stuff like that. Yeah, that sucks, honestly. But no, and we're actually at the latter end of our contract with Stay Sick too. So I mean, it's been a great label to be on. But at the same time, we're looking into options for the future as well.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Your brings.
All right, sweet. So Dan, thanks for talking to us once again, and thanks for watching us at SoundLink Magazine.